So today's at-home workout is actually a floor-based workout, and this one is all about working through the glutes. It's a 5-minute routine and it just flows from one move to the other. Now what I would say, if you haven't already done a warm-up, just march on the spot for say 1 minute just to really warm through those muscles. Then you're going to need either a mat, towel or the carpet will be fine, and come down onto the floor. So let's get started. So here's a preview of the first move, but take your time to come down onto the floor, get ready, come into position. We're going to start on all fours. And if you need to, you can always press pause if you need a bit longer. So now let's lift that leg out to the side and just follow along. So we're doing this for approximately 30 seconds. You can see that arrow on the floor there. We're going to keep doing this move until the arrow reaches the end, and then we'll move straight on to another move. And this one here is going to really target through the glutes. We're going to lift and sculpt. It's a really lovely routine, this. And you can see in the corner there, preview of the next move, because we're going to go straight from one move to the other. So now extend the leg back, toes pointed, and now give me these tiny little pulses. And this is going to really lift and sculpt through the glutes. Just you can see where that arrow is pointing. Really feel that work in there, keeping that going. Also make sure you're keeping those tummy muscles pulled in, keep your core engaged, doing really well. Keeping that going right until that arrow reaches the end. And here you can see a preview of the next move. This one is amazing, really good to lift and sculpt. So for this, imagine you're drawing a semicircle, go from one side all the way up and over, and really add a nice high lift for me and reach it as far across. It's also amazing for your flexibility, but we are really toning and sculpting. And again, you're doing this approximately 30 seconds. And you can see on the top right, that's the countdown clock for the workout. All right, that's good. Keeping that going. So next move coming up, you can see we're going to have the leg bent, foot is flat. And again, we're just really targeting and lifting through the glute. So squeeze, it's a tiny little move, really powerful. So all the effort here is coming through that glute, lifting that. And just keep that going right to the end. So that muscle will be feeling really challenged now because we've worked under endurance, but this is how we're going to get those results. So just keep going. And you can see the next move. We're actually going to come down onto the ground. So we're lying on your front. All right, so come all the way onto the ground. Bend your arms to support your head. And you're just going to have your knees bent, heels together, and it's a tiny lift this. Just imagine, all I want you to do is just lift your knees slightly off the floor, but squeeze tight through the glutes. If you find this one hard, just do a few and then rest, because it's a really tough one this. So just keep going if you can, and it's a small move. You don't have to lift the whole leg off the floor. It's just the front of the thighs. So now we're going to come back and we're going to work the opposite leg, exactly the same sequence. Press pause if you need longer to come into position. So let's get ready and lift that leg out to the side. So again, work through your fullest range of motion. And what I'm doing with you today is I'm working through the glutes, through all the different ranges of motion. This is how you're going to get amazing results. And just keep going. And then we're going to go straight into extending that leg back, toes pointed, squeeze tight through the glutes, and really, really pulse for me. And this, you could do this for 7 days, and I promise you, you will notice a lift. And the great thing is, because we're using body weight, this routine is really safe to do. And keeping that going, that's good. It's actually a really nice one to do at the end of the evening in your pajamas as well. So you can see that next move, we're going back for that full semicircle. So let's get ready. Take that leg out to the side, lift up and over. Keeping that nice and controlled, and really make this move as big and dynamic as you can. That's good, keeping that going. And definitely let me know in the comments down below how you get on with this workout and how quickly you see your results. That's good. And lift. And then we've got that next move coming back. So we're going to go straight into having that bent leg, have that foot flat and squeeze, and really feel it working. So we're really building up strength. The muscle that we're using here, your gluteus maximus, and it's actually broken down into 3 different areas. So that's what we've done. We've broken down and we're working the medius as well as the side muscles. Keeping that going, squeezing that tight. That's good. And then you can see the last move, we're going straight back to doing those tiny little lifts. So let's come down onto the mat. So lying down and just keep that upper body so it's nice and relaxed, and it's just a tiny part, it's the front of the knees, just lifting that up. And of course the great thing is with having strong glutes really help with all day functional fitness as well, from walking to running. So this is about overall fitness. Last little bit, let's keep going till we reach the end on there. And just squeeze. And there you go, well done. So well done, there is your high five. Now you've got two options. If you want to do another 5-minute toning workout, you can click up here. If you want to just go straight into doing a stretch, click here. And well done, and I'll see you back on my YouTube channel tomorrow.